What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to move back and draw Bunker Jonesy from season 9. Alright, we're going to get started in the center of our page with the upper eyelid. So let's move over to the left side. I'm going to start from the outside. We're going to curve across and then down on the inside. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So let's line up the inside. We're going to curve up and then out. Now we're going to curl up the inside of the eyelid. Starting from the left, we're going to curve in and then up, go to the right side, and we'll do the same thing. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. So on the outside, we want to step in, and we're going to draw a half circle, coming down and up towards the inside of the eyelid. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's add a highlight on the left side of each eye. So on the left side here, we're going to draw a circle. I'm going to line this up on the right side and do the same thing. Now this is going to get tucked in underneath the eyelid. Now in the center of the eye, I want to draw another smaller circle for the pupil. So tucking this in behind the highlight, curve around, back out. Now we're going to line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to fill the pupils in black. Let's move to the center and draw the nose. So we move over towards the left side, we curve down in the middle, and then back up on the right. Now we're going to draw the top edge of the mustache. So starting from the top of the nose, we're going to step down, we're going to curve down, and then up, just underneath the left eye. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to move down and draw a curve for the top of the mustache. So directly underneath the left eye, we're going to curve up the middle, and then back down on the right. Now let's draw on the lower lip. Back over on the left, we're going to curve down and then up. Now from here, we're going to twist the beard all the way down towards the bottom. So let's start on the right side of the mouth. Start by curving down and out towards the left. We're going to round this out and pull this over towards the right, towards the bottom of the beard. Now let's go to the left side. From here, we're going to curve this down and then tuck that in behind that line. Now we're going to move to the side of the mustache. We're going to pull this out towards the right, curve back towards the left, round this out, and then pull it down towards that bottom point. Now we're going to move over to the left, we're going to draw that same thing. We're going to curve out, and then tuck that in. Now let's move over to the top of the mustache on the right side. We're going to curve this out, and in. I'm just going to blend in towards the curve in the center. Now we're going to twist the side of the beard. Just starting on the right side, curve down, and then across. Now we're going to do an overlap. We're going to step back, curve down and in. Now I'm just going to flick this out towards the right. Let's add a point. Curve in and then up. Now I just want to merge down towards that bottom point. Just curving around and then down. Now let's go over to the left side. From here we're going to curve out, pull it in. Now at the bottom here, I just want to curl this around and up towards the left. Now we're going to pull this in behind the beard. Now we're going to add a little bit of texture to the top edge of the mustache. Starting on the left, we're just going to curve up and in, step over, draw a shorter curve. Now we're going to go to the right side and curve in the opposite direction. I'm just going to do a couple over on the right. Now let's move to the bottom of the lip. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down and in. Go to the right and draw a shorter curve in the opposite direction. Let's add a little bit more texture. Starting down here, we're going to curve out and up. Now I'm going to go underneath the mustache. It's going to follow the same curve going across and over towards the left. Let's go down here on the left side, curve out and then up. Now let's move to the bottom. We're just going to split this in half. Going out, just going to pull that up to right about there. Let's move up to this line here. Curving out to the right and then up. Let's add one more on this section here. Starting on the inside, curve up and then out. Alright, so we completed the beard. Let's move up and draw the inside edge of the hair. Starting from the center, we're going to move up, start with a point. From this point, I want to curve down, around the eye, and then in. come down and out, curl around the eye. Now we want to pull this in towards the beard and then curve it back out. Let's take that and flip it over on the right. Start by curving down towards the eye, go around the eye, in towards the beard. Now at the end we're just going to flick this out. Let's add in the eyebrows. Starting from the inside corner of the eyelid, we curve up and then out in behind the hair. Now we're going to thicken this up. We're going to step up and just trace that out. Let's do the same thing on the right. Stepping up and drawing that twice. Now we just want to show the outside edge of the cheek. So from the top of the mustache, we're going to step down, curve out and up underneath the hair. And do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to go in and add that face paint. We're going to draw two lines from the top of the hair coming down towards the nose. Starting from the left side, come down to right about there. Same thing on the right. Now from here I just want to curve down underneath the eye to right about there. And the same thing on the right. And we'll pull this down in behind the mustache. And now I'm going to connect the tops of the nose with a curve, going up and then down. Let's fill this outside area of the head in black. Let's continue working up towards the top of the head. From the center, I'm going to draw a straight line going all the way up towards the top of the head. Now we're going to work our way down the left side. We're going to step up about halfway, start by curving down and out. I want to round this out and just taper down towards this point. So it gets narrower, come down, and then out. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting in the center, curve down and out, rounding it in, and then tapering out towards that point. Now let's add in the second layer of hair. We're going to split this area in half. We're going to start with the left side, going up, down, out. Now I'll just pull that in towards the side of the head. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start by going up, down, around the side of the head, and then we'll tuck that back in. And now the last one. Starting from the center, we're going to curve up, down, I'm going to go out and then pull that down. Do the same thing on the right, going up and down. I'm going to bump this back out and then down on top of the head. We're going to add a couple stray hairs along the top. Starting from the center, we curve up and out towards the right, and then we'll taper that back down. Let's work our way towards the left. We'll go up. I'm just going to hook this down so it's a little bit longer, and then we'll taper that back in. We're going to add a couple more curls on the bottom of the hair. Starting on the left side, start by curving down and out, and then we'll hook that back in. And I just want to taper that back up and in behind the head. Let's go to the right. Now this one, we're just going to curve this out. Like out, and then we'll taper it back up and in. Alright, so now that we complete the head, let's draw in the body. Now the beard covers up most of the body, so we start in the center here with the legs. Leaving a gap in the middle, go to the left side, curve out and then down. Now we're going to go to the right and do the same thing, curving out and down. Now we want to round up the heel. On the left side, we're going to curve down and then up. And do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to add in the ball of the foot. From here we're going to curve down again and then up towards the toes. Now back on the left side, let's add in the toes. We're going to start with the main toe first and draw a large C. Let's do the same thing on the right. Let's stack two more toes in behind the large toe. So down here we're going to draw a smaller C, and then we'll do that one more time. Do the same thing on the right. Now back on the left side, let's draw on the top of the foot. At the top of the center toe, we curve up and then in to right about there. Now on the right side, starting from the center toe, we're going to curve up, in. Now I'm just going to hook this down in between the heel and the ball of the foot. Now we want to add that detail to the right leg. Starting from the top of this curve, start with a straight line going up. We're going to go in with a straight line, and we'll come down in an angle. Now from this point here, I want to draw that same length line coming down. Do the same thing with the inside. And then all we have to do is connect these 3 points with a straight line. Let's add in the shin guard. From this point, we're going to step in, draw a straight line going up, come in with a straight line. Now from here, it's going to angle down and in, and then come all the way down. Now we want to take the center point, draw a straight line coming down. Now from that top point, I want to step in. We're going to curve the side of the leg going up and in behind the beard. Now let's add a strap right here. Starting along this line, we're going to curve down and up in behind the beard, and we're going to draw that twice. Now let's go to the left side. From the top of the foot, we're going to go straight up, and we're going to curve that into right about there. We want to add that torn edge of the pant. So from this point, I want to angle down and out. Now I'm going to curve the leg going up and in behind the beard. Up, and then pull that in. Now from that point, come down and in, and then up in behind the beard. I also want to add a small patch on the side of the leg. So we're going to step up. Okay, so now we've got the legs, we're going to move up and draw on the arms. We're going to start on the left side, so right beside the beard, right up here, we're going to curve out and then down towards the wrist. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing to the same height. Now back on the left, we're going to start with the thumb, small half circle, curving in and out. Now I'm going to take the bottom of the thumb, curve up and in towards the wrist. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start with that half circle for the thumb. We'll connect these 2 points with a curve. Let's go back to the left side and add in 3 fingers. We start from the bottom of the thumb and curve down and then up. Add 2 more fingers. Let's step down, curve down and up the second finger. Now the third finger, we're going to round out the arm. Now we're just going to pull that into right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start with the first finger, second finger, and then the third finger. We're just going to pull it into right about there. And then from the top of the arm, we're going to round out the shoulder. Starting on the left, we're going to go up and then curve that in. Let's move back down and separate out the fingers. Starting from the last finger, we're going to draw a curve. And then in between, and then in towards the thumb. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now moving back up towards the wrist, we curve up and then down. I'm going to step up and draw that twice. Now we want to go a little bit higher on the left side. So we step up, curve up, and then down. Let's add some texture to the edge of the glove. Starting from the outside, we're going to draw a series of angled lines going all the way across from left to right. And we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Let's add a small rectangle to the back of the hand. Starting up here, we're going to draw a straight line. Come down the sides of the short line and close off the bottom. I want to add a few simple tattoo markings on the right arm. We want to start on the outside of the arm. We're going to curve in and then down and then taper that back out. Now on the shoulder, we're going to go in the opposite direction. Curving down and in and taper it back up. And then we're going to add a strap on the left arm. Starting right where the shoulder meets the arm, we curve in and down. We'll step down, draw that twice. And we're going to add the knot. About halfway along this curve, go up and out. And then from the tip, we're going to curve in the opposite direction back towards the arm. Now the last thing we're going to do is add a pouch on the side of the leg. Start up here with a straight angled line going up. We're going to curve with the leg coming down towards the bottom of the pouch and go back in. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Bunker Jonesy from Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.